And in some countries on that continent, yields from rain-fed agriculture could be reduced by up to 50%. Another area facing serious impacts of climate change are the oceans, where the uptake of anthropogenic carbon since 1750 has led to the ocean becoming more acidic, with an average decrease in pH of 0.1 units. Increasing atmospheric carbon dioxide concentrations lead to further acidification, the consequences of which could be serious for all forms of marine organisms.
Rajendra Pachauri, the chair of the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, speaking here in the Bella Center in Copenhagen at the opening ceremony of the Climate Summit. Yvo de Boer was the final speaker of the morning, the Executive Secretary of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. On Sunday, de Boer spoke at a curtain-raiser news conference where he stressed the urgency of combating global warming.
Time is up. Over the next 2 weeks, governments have to deliver a strong and long-term response to the challenge of climate change. And in doing so, I see them delivering on 3 layers of action. First of all, fast and effective implementation right away without delay on adaptation, on technology, on capacity building in developing countries. Secondly, ambitious commitments to cut or limit emissions, as well as start-up financing for developing countries and a long-term funding commitment. And third, a long-term shared vision on a low-emission future for all. It's on those 3 levels that governments must deliver an ambitious response to climate change over the next 2 weeks. I believe that negotiators now have the clearest signal ever from world leaders to craft a solid set of proposals to implement rapid action. And never in the 17 years of climate change negotiations have so many different nations made so many firm pledges together. Almost every day now, countries announce new targets or plans of action to cut emissions. It's simply unprecedented. I know 2 things for sure. First, there will be many more steps on the road to a safe climate future, but also a few turning points. And Copenhagen must be such a turning point.
Yvo de Boer, Executive Secretary of the UN Climate Change Summit. This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, the War and Peace Report, in this exclusive daily global broadcast from inside the Bella Center at the Copenhagen Summit. Stay with us. Music from the opening ceremony here at the Climate Change Summit in Copenhagen.